What's going on? I'm maxing and relaxing, as you can see. See what we got. Hello, one person in here. You're the first one. I be wondering sometimes, is that me? Does it count me as a viewer? If so, you're awesome. You're the awesomest viewer I've ever fucking seen. Well, Licious, I knew it was you. You never let me down, Liz. How you doing, man? Shimano 5 piece. What's going on with it, brother? I'm just maxing and relaxing, that's all. Just popping in, shoot the shit. If there are those who want to check on their timeline, yes, the present moment is where it's all at. Oh, okay. See, they be messing with the number. There's two of you, and now it's still saying one on it. They don't know what the fuck you're doing, bro. Alma is good. I'm doing much better now, Licious. La Licious. Cakery. Doing much better now. Hola, Alma. How are you? Since 16 seconds. That's what's up. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have this our own little look. There's like several people in here still just saying one. Fuck YouTube, bro. Or this StreamYard shit. Let me say that. Let me not offend the YouTube gods just yet. Uh well, I'm hoping everybody's having a good, I guess it's a Friday now. We are going to get into some readings if it's available, like if there's somebody out there who wants to check. I might be kind of just sniping on some of y'all. You know what I mean? Like just a random pull. I didn't ask permission. No, I didn't. Just do it. Um, but if you want to check your timelines, it's like a diagnostic check. It's the way I explain it now. These are future tense. So like if you want to know what's going to happen with a certain situation with your money, certain situation, romantic wise, relationship wise, business, hell, even health. And if you want to make sure you're on the right timeline, that's important. Oh shit! Happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. I don't even know what they be assigning to people. You know what I mean? Yeah, YouTube is wild. YouTube's crazy, but it's a godsend and it's a pain in the ass too at the same time. You know, so I wouldn't know all you if it wasn't for like YouTube and shit. You know, so I count my blessings. Yeah. Also, we will be doing here in just a moment some psychic hors d'oeuvres for those who want it. It's just a message. It's gratis. It's on the house. It's like that little bowl of chips that they give you at the restaurant. You know, you could technically just sit there and eat fucking chips all night if you want. You know, but it's on the house. It's. I always liked Hoodoo was one of my first. I've definitely had a lot of experience with Hoodoo. Uh, I took to a lot of it took to I took to it like a fish to water. That basket of bread, man. Well, that's for real. The bread on the real, all right, shit. On that Olive Garden tip. Oh man, I could just eat the fucking bread. But with the Hoodoo, to me, I know Hoodoo does have more. It does have its structure and its rules in some ways, but I always viewed it as like kind of like the first or the first more known version of like chaos magic because it was more so, to my understanding, It was like a toolbox, which is what separated it from all the other systems and things. You know what I mean? Hey, prophetess, what's going on? But the resiliency, the adaptation, and all of that of hoodoo is still, in many ways, in my opinion, like unmatched. When you look at a lot of like the real, I'm talking about the real traditional shit. And I'm not an expert at hoodoo either. I do have my experience with it, and it was very familiar also. So that lets me know at some other time or some other timeline, or however you want to say it, I've had a lot of experience with it. I know that. But it's still very close to my heart. When in doubt, hoodoo it out, man. It's not voodoo. Although certain, you can use loa, you can use like, different things. You got more of a freedom. You got more of a freedom. All right. So if you want, we're gonna get this kind of moving a little bit. If you'd like to get a psychic hors d'oeuvre, all right, this is just a quick flash. I don't know from what. This is something you need to hear, and all you gotta do is put your hand emoji in the chat. Okay. Okay. I feel you can't go wrong with hoodoo because it's adaptable. That's what I'm saying. Like, and the way that they put their shit together. Yesterday wasn't a great day for me. My ex was on his bullshit. Uh-oh. Well, it bees like that. And I mean, y'all are still relatively fresh. So you kind of gotta have expected. If you guys escape what I like, there's a period of time after you break up. I call that the snapback period because that's usually, it could be a month, 2 months, but at some point in time, you snap back like a rubber band. So if you pulling a rubber band and you just let it go, wow. And I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with y'all, but it's still relatively fresh. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to try and even interpret what on his bullshit, man. Thank you so much, prophetess. For those who need to see it on a different light and don't like this is supposed to be red. Folks, does this little background shit look orange or red to you? But yes, that. Well, the good news also to Miss Licious is today isn't yesterday. So it's a brand new day. Yeah. That man said he was going to post my y'all was funking like that. There's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. So I don't even know how that got there. I'm pretty, but that is fucked up. And if you have proof that he said it, I believe that's illegal. Just saying. I believe that's illegal. Yeah, hoodoo is a Swiss Army knife mixed with lineage, exchanged notes, and the rebellious spirit. Yep. That's exactly what it is. And they were denied so much shit, which is also why it's one of the fucking most powerful because all you had access to was whatever plants that were grown somewhat locally close to you and whatever little fucking things that you had, you know? The most simplest shit. To me, Hoodoo is like the fucking MacGyver of magical systems or of magic. If you, well, it's kind of, you can call it a system, but it's a working system. Yeah. I'm just saying, just so you know, let's just also, yeah, it's, I just seen the last comment from the prophetess there. Yeah, she's right. It is. It is. I think they're really turning up on that shit too. Like, there's a name. I'm not. The name is not. It's escaping me right now. But there's a name for that. Threat. Threat of. I forgot. I don't know. I'm not even gonna pretend it'll come to me. But there's a name, a technical name for that. That's not cool. And I don't care what the fuck it was. All right. I would almost say, unless you're doing the same to him and you done put out a bunch of shit on him and you done expose all kinds of shit, then I can see it being more fathomable, right? And even still, though, there's other ways to get at you than doing that. Mad because I don't want to sleep with him. Yeah, that's not good at all. That's not good at all. Okay, folks, for those of you, if you'd like to get your very own psychic order, or if you'd like a one card pull, I got one card for you, and it's free. Okay, it's at no charge. It's just a little glimpse, a little snapshot into your near future. What area? In what way? I don't know. Why? Because you ain't put the motherfucking hand emoji in the goddamn chat. All right, that's why. MacGyver was no joke. I'm saying he was like one of my that was like one of my favorite fucking shows when I was like that age. I was like 11 or 12 or some shit. Man, I think it was like every Monday night or Tuesday, whatever it was. I was fucking watching MacGyver. He'd be like, all right, he'd take a piece of gum, some fucking lint, take a pencil, scrape it in the thing, and now whatever. Next thing you know, this mullet ass white boy got a fucking bomb. He was just fucking sharp, bro. They did a remake on him too, but I would hex the hell out of him. I mean, that's you could do that. You could do that. I would think though what you'd want. See, there's a lot of ways to go about things. I'm gonna use you as an example. Yes, of course, emotionally, you want to fucking lash out. You want to hex his ass. Oh, it's illegal as soon as it's posted. Once he's done, it's revenge. Oh, it's revenge something though, huh? And and it's I don't even know what the fuck that and it's porn. Oh, revenge. That's what it's called. Yeah, I didn't see that little fucking thing. And depending on his audience and reach, once children's oh shit. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Once children see it, it's child endangerment among other charges. But what I was going to say with you is there's lots of ways to go about things, right? Damn, is it like that? Can they actually put you on that list for doing that? Not that that's not a crime, but the offender list, like with pedos and all that stuff like that. But I get it, like, man. It's just a mess, bro. He's basically trying to put himself on the wow. Well, I'm a gentleman anyways. Like I said, if I really need to get at you, I will get at you in another way. But I'm not going to do that. That's just ridiculous. I've never done that. But what I was going to say to you, Licious, is there's a lot of ways to go about that. You know, if you just want him to leave you the fuck alone, there's a lot of ways to go about that. Who the fuck keeps sending me something? God damn. It's like doing something in a school zone. Oh yeah, for real. It's a good point. It's a very good point. But like, if you want him to just stay away from you, maybe you freeze him out. Maybe you bind him out, away, whatever. There's a lot of ways to go about that. Yeah, damn. All right, but we're here doing readings though, and we're chopping it up. So if y'all want, listen, let's cut the shit. Let's cut the shit. Okay. Besides, well, yeah, she said I was just about to say behind his ass. Yeah, you could do that. You know, there's a lot of different ways. It's strategy and how you choose to look at it, how you know what I mean, how you want to go about this. Anyhow, for those of you who want to know something about your near future, why am I going to know this? Am I just walking around just knowing what the fuck you're going through? No. But when we enter into this right here, and this is how you do that, okay? Let's just cut the shit, all right? What happens when you do that? We click up like Voltron, okay? So I'm basically diagnosing your energy based on the question, okay? So depending on your energy, your frequency, your vibration, blah blah blah, it's going to depend on what situation, what TV channel, if you will, that you end up on. So we can find out and save a whole lot of time, a whole lot of money, a whole lot of energy right now. So especially if you have a specific question, okay, that's really what I'm here for. Yes, I'm here to shoot the shit. But if you want to really get down with the nitty gritty, this is how we do it. A specific question about maybe, like I said, finances, a money situation, of course, love, relationships. There's really only three things fucking humans are concerned about: money, love slash sex, and health. If and when that becomes a problem, because usually good health is often taken for granted and overlooked. Be nice. So nice to see you. I love it when you pop in there. What's going on in old La La Land shit? I was about to say bind his ass. Is that a hand? It is a hand. Shimon. All right. Shimon, take you. Hey, what's going on, little young rap? Hey, brother, what's going on? What's the haps? Pull up, pull up. Shimano 5, go ahead and take a nice, relaxing breath. Why? Just because. We either hands or VIP shit. VIP shit gets rushed to the front. In that case, fuck the hands. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But yeah, you know how we do that all day long. All right, Shimano 5. Now, if you will, please take one more refreshing deep breath. Imagine the top of your head opening up as if it was an observatorium roof, a planetarium roof. What's the message for Shimano Fun? Alrighty. Let's see here. What's any latest, Little Young, on that situation that you was inquiring about? Just a moment, Shimano Vibe Line. Okay, like I said, these are just brief, quick snapshots. As much as you are shamaned out, of course, you still have aspects. You don't. None of us know everything. Obviously, the more we know we don't know. But you have some type of situation quickly materializing. And because of the way that you choose to first approach the situation, the perspective in which you choose to deal with it, you're going to have this game-changing understanding, perhaps about a motivation, a hidden motivation. I know that you procrastinate on. It's not actually procrastinating. It's there's a name for it. There's a term. There's a fucking therapy term for this shit. Where you do something because it's like it keeps you from doing something else. And even though from the outside it looks like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, but it's like, so I'm going off track here. Anyways, this situation holds because of, I guess it's perfect timing. You were ready to see it, blase, blase. Things just snap. Okay. It's kind of like there are still pieces of yourself that is even kind of an enigma for you. Even when you think you found, like, what is my motivation for actually doing this? Like, you know what I mean? And of course, sometimes these motivations are definitely not logical, especially when dealing with the subconscious, which is emotional, you know? But yes, that is for you. And you definitely have a situation that is going to be like the ultimate catalyst. It's a catalyst for this one piece. I've had game-changing things happen with just a few words. I've had game-changing, like life-changing shit, literally with just a few words, right? It could be something as simple as that. But there's a piece that I know you've been looking for, and it's going to obviously come from where it should come from, not from me, not from anybody else, but from you. So, for those of you, all right, but that's what I have for you, brother. Shit. So, for those of you who are now tuning in, all 10,000 of you, that's right, all 10,000, y'all are overwhelming me. All right, go ahead and drop it like it's hot. Drop that like it's hot. All right. And get your mini read now. And remember, quality of a question is in direct proportion to the quality of your answer. As I am often found here correcting and reformulating questions. Avoidance. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But there's a name. It's more than avoidance. There's, I guess you could say, avoidant behavior or something. Bang. We're back. Yeah. See, I told you two want to try and trip. Is it the fucking Wi-Fi? No, you cannot rain down fire and brimstone on every. You definitely can't. I got a video coming out all about that word that you just said right there. Patient. Hey, can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Prophetess, can you see me? And you know the lag on this shit don't help. Can you see me? Okay, cool. Thank you, Licious. Appreciate that. Uh Patience actually, this is going to be a good little, I'm not going to get too much into it, but patience actually, literally, the essence of patience. One of my big things now, it's like, it's kind of like I nerd out on this shit, is finding out the essence of the fucking word, right? The essence. Because, yes, over time, other meanings and definitions can get attributed to a word, just like a slang word or something like that, or just it just starts to shift in definition over time, but it's still based in that essence. So patience means to suffer. It means to suffer. Now there's more to it than that, because there's kind of like good suffering, and then there's to suffer, like kind of like humble. Like we think of that as such a pious word. Oh, be humble, be humble. Humble is not really what you fucking think it is. You know what I'm saying? So why would you say it? I wouldn't put that on me anymore. Fuck that. Genuine? Yes. Humble? No. Right? So patience, what I've been telling even certain clients is I appreciate your peace in this, or I appreciate you maintaining your peace in this situation, right? Because that's really what we're talking about, right? When you think of patience, you kind of think of like being able to be at peace while you're waiting in a way, you know? So Yes, etymology. Yeah, etymology. But instead, yeah, that's the technical, obviously, etymology. But what I'm saying is the etymology is going to get you to the essence of the word, right? So that's been one of my big things now, like, and it's kind of a pain in the ass because I'll be doing some shit. All of a sudden, I'll get an idea. Fuck, what's the essence of official? You know, like, fuck. And most of the words, obviously, are yes, Latin, one of the magical languages. So yeah, I've just been like nerding the fuck out, but it's very eye opening. I must say. I must say. But anyhow, there is somebody out there who definitely does want to get their question answered. They're tired of just sitting with it. Yeah. I just find it fascinating because so much shit is hidden or buried or, and it's not even, it can just be, people start not to, I don't know, they're just using it wrong, and they don't really know what they're saying. But that essence, the frequency and the essence is always still there, no matter what you put over it. No matter if you're like, well, to me, it means this and that. Okay, that's cool, but that is still there. You know what I mean? That's why I really like classic Latin because it gets straight to the nitty gritty. Even the way, like, a lot of our sentences are structured, we a lot of fucking just like, if you want a certain language that really gets it down to what you're trying to say and cuts all the fucking fat away, like, Latin is it. Or at least a language also that's close to English, because you can go off on like Sumerian and shit. I don't know about fucking Sumerian. Yeah, that's real shit. Stop the press. We got somebody, a VIP. Step on up. Little, I got you. Little young grab bag. Hey, before we start, can you please, because I know sometimes it may take you a minute only because of like the lag and shit. And plus, I don't know what else you might be doing right now, but can you post the question that you want me to get into? I would so much appreciate that, my brother, my Arizonian brother. But while you're doing that, I'm gonna finish what I was gonna say to Shimano 5. But yeah, the depth of understanding is very, very important, because our language is so fucking deep. I feel like my ex did some work on me when, okay, before I go and answer that, and usually I will I'm gonna say, hey, look, if they're gonna ask that, I'm gonna fucking ask, then I'm gonna fucking ask that. But in this case, I'm gonna fuck with you because you've always fucked with me, little young grab bag. Like, so how about first off, we ask, and since you're the VIP, you're gonna call the shots on this. But how about we first ask whether she did do work or not before we start asking how long? Let's establish first and foremost if it's even so. You know what I'm saying? Save ourselves some time. Because if I find that she did not, then it's something else. She did something? Okay. Now, hold on, wait. Because if you want me to, I'm just gonna go off your question. If you're that convicted, you know, and sometimes, and I'm not saying this applies to you, but I have seen people who you could not tell them that this person didn't put a spell or put some work on them. And because they were so convicted, they made it so. You know what I'm saying? But then again, she very well could have put some shit on you, you know? All right, let's just do a double check. We'll just do a double check. I'm gonna do a quick one too, like a three, just a quick 3 card. All right. But let me connect with you, because if she did throw work on you, then I'm gonna connect with your energy, and she's intertwined with your shit. So uh ready there, buddy? Pow. Okay. Go ahead and where are we at? Shit moves in reverse. Damn, bro. All right. Now, as much as this is centered as I can get it, go ahead and just gaze at the eye while you take a nice, slow, relaxing, deep breath. No rushing, no hurry. All right. Starting with just relaxing your abdomen area, then you'll find your abdomen will breathe for you, damn near. And now fill it up all the way to the rest. Hold it for the count of 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that with the sides. Very important. Opens up them circuits. All right. So, did Little Young Grab Bag Jr.'s ex put some work on him? I'm just gonna call this curse work, because it seems like that's what it is, some kind of curse work. This Little Young Grab Bag got some curse work on him. This Little Young Grab Bag got some curse work on him from his ex. This Little Young Grab Bag Jr. have some curse work on him from his ex. Only the truth, only the facts. All facts, no cap. Nice and loud, please. Thank you. Grab bag. All right. In 3 cards. Yeah, she did. 10 of coins. 12 of cups, too. You're the 12 of cups, brother. And we have a 7 of swords peeking in. All right. Now, look, I'm not trying to rush, because I want our exchange here to actually make a difference for you. So, if possible, have you done anything to counteract the work, such as maybe an uncrossing of some kind, return to sender while we're at it, um, or anything like that? Any type of clearing work or anything having to do with this situation? Oh, okay. I haven't done shit. Okay. Okay. I could tell, because the dreams and the real life situations I was having were crazy. But what do you see about exactly what she did? Oh shit! I put the fucking cards away. Let me see. Why did I do that? But what I was going to tell you, so I did notice. Okay, so there was the 10 of coins. There was the 12 of cups. Hold on. And then there was the Seven of Swords, I believe. Oh, hey, well, and I guess she cursed herself then, huh? Shout out, little young grab bag X. But I do remember you speaking to me before about that situation. I believe maybe. I don't know if it's the same one or if it's a different one, or you had your suspicions. Um, I think we need to be proactive though, first and foremost. You know what I'm talking about? So if you want, you can. I think you've texted me before, right? I know you've texted me before. You can I can send you something about, as far as like what you might want to do about that. Okay. But the reason I'm bringing this up to you, I can just jump ahead and we'll still throw cards because I want you to get as much value as you can out of this shit. Okay. If I can say something or, suggest something, I think we need to be some proactive though. I think as far as we need to respond to this situation properly. Like that's like if she poisoned you and you don't put the anti poison in there. You just kind of let it do what it's doing and shit. You know what I mean? A word of advice to all put work on people, to both men and women. Be careful because ancestors, guides, angels like that are very protective of their people. Big mama's baby and ex-military. So, like I said, we can go shoot for time, but are you willing to, maybe do a bath for 3 days or 7 days, take a particular kind of bath, or, maybe do something for three, whatever it is, 3, 5, 7 days in a row to really to get clear of this shit, you know? And I think it's also important to, if you can feel, but I mean, if you want me to throw cards on just how long, because all these variables, like if you actually do it, I could be like, yeah, it'll be gone in 7 days if you do this shit that I suggest to you. But if we're gonna just see how long it naturally takes to just fall off you, then yeah, I mean, I can look up the cards. It's it's definitely poison, bro. Okay, okay. I will either send you some form. I'll either send you a bath. I'll send you something that you can put to work immediately. All right, because that's what we got to do. And it's also going to help you psychologically too, because you didn't feel like you were just taking this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not powerless. You can defend yourself. You can fortify yourself, and you can move forward. You know what I'm saying? And if need be, sometimes you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. What effect she was going for outside of trying to kill me? Okay, so like I said, in the last position, let me find this card, bro, because I like to hold the card on. So where the fuck are you, bro? Shit. Seven of goddamn swords, bro. Seven of swords. And you know what? She's very sneaky at that with that. She's very sneaky. But off the rip, I'm getting something about physical, health wise. All right. I would not be surprised if your man package was attacked as well. You know, they always want to fucking go for that shit, bro. He can't get hard for nobody but me. Yeah, right, bitch. Watch this. All right. We'll send you the video, bitch. Just so you know. How's that spell going, bitch? But your manhood is connected to your health, your body, right? And I do feel like she was also trying to, of course, to like, she wanted to see you like dusted and disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Like broke. So there was definitely, she was trying to hit the money, trying to hit you in your pockets. People have been thinking I'm gay. I've been ready to fight so much. Yeah, the seven. That's, and because it's also a seven of swords too, you know. But if I was you now, how long has this look? Just kind of follow along. I know with this lag, it's a little bit difficult. All right. But you might even want to if I was you, I would get rid of everything that she gave you. And I do mean everything, sir, even if it hurts. Okay? Because I've had like the first half of my life, bitches bought me everything. That's how I got everything. You know what I'm saying? So like AOB, you know. But like I said, there was things I had to throw away that hurt, man, that I loved, you know, that I used every day. You know, I don't have nothing that hurts. Okay, cool. How long has this been? How long has this been? And you can just guesstimate for me. And there's a reason I'm asking you this. I'll just cut to the chase. How about that? Uh, I was gonna say if it hasn't, I don't know how long you've been living where you're living. I don't know how long it's been since you've seen this chick. All right. But you may want to, when you have time, check the area, especially like under the bed. Look for holes under the mattress. Sometimes people might slice a little something in there and then put something in the mattress. So even when you're like flipping the mattress and shit over, you're not going to see the little slit, and the work will still stay in the mattress. 5 years at least? Okay. So that would kind of pretty much rule out anything. Okay, so it wasn't recent. 5 years is fucking half a decade. Okay, cool. All right. I feel like she also put something in your food, bro. This just in, breaking news. Like whatever it was, the reason part of it was so good is you ingested it. I was gonna say something is on the premises. That's what I fucking brought. That's why I was asking him. That's why I was asking him. That's exactly why I was fucking asking him. Because that's where I was getting to. Then I went off on a fucking tangent thing. Yes. That's exactly why I was asking. Now, unless you got cameras outside, it may not be inside, but it could be outside. You know what I'm saying? I moved hours away too, and I haven't seen her. Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. But you asked in which way, and the thing that she enjoyed or liked the most with you, and is what also she wanted to take away, right? Oh man. Now, let me say this. She did do work, yes, but she is also, and we can't deny this, brother, and I'm telling you this because you need to hear this shit, all right? I know it also has something with her trying to control me because she kept mentioning how strong-willed I am and I need to be more Look, A lot of this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this. Yes, she did do work. She did. She did do work. But it's almost like the perfect catalyst because of, from what I get from you, from all the times that we've, been able to correspond, and I've, been able to do this for you. Um, it's also the way, kind of like, because I know you're an overthinker, right? But it's like you are also keeping this alive. Imagine her spell as kind of like a parasite, right? So you have now ingested the parasite and the spell, and where it would have already died out by now, right? But because you keep kind of ruminating on this, it's keeping it alive and more potent than it would have been on its own. So that's kind of a credit to your power, if that makes sense. To the Dami mommy. Yeah. It's not just stop thinking about it. You know what? I'm going to do you one better because you need something to actually do. I think that would greatly help you. We can chit chat and talk all we want, but I think we need to finally like meet this head on. And I think for you, being able to actively participate, such as, follow instructions, simple instructions, and maybe take a bath or maybe do a particular kinds of cleansing or uncrossing, um, follow, whatever. I think that would do you a lot of good. I really honestly do. I think that because your mind's going to also remember that and you're going to be, I don't know what her problem is. Yeah, so I think that's probably the best course of action. You got my number, right? Do you have my number still? I remember you texting me. I gotta look through the list, but I can send you something and be like, look, I'll even do a very brief divination over it too, of course, and be like, for how long? But I think you need to experience yourself kind of like in charge because subconsciously it's kind of like, well, she put this shit on me, and it's like she, but it's like you to God. So the buck stops here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take care of this shit, get it out the way. I can just game you up as far as like what you can do. It's not hard, and yeah, be on our way. I guarantee you she'd be getting a kick out of this shit right about now if she found out that, like, you know, my curse is still working. You know, usually even if we know someone threw some shit and we took a hit, a good one, we ain't gonna fucking let them see. Don't ever let them see you sweat. Shit. But how does that sound to you, brother? I think that would be the best course of action. And within a few days, you're gonna feel 100 times better. Do remember though, everything is in the mind though. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, what up, Mr. D? What's going on? I say that because it's like if you took a cleansing bath or you did this or a road opening and and then you continue to think in the same stinking thinking ass ways, it's going to be the same shit. It doesn't matter how many baths you take or how much this or how much that. That's all I'm trying to say. And I keep saying bath, but like, you know what I mean? I'm taking a bath. I guess yeah, I'm sure that was probably bath. Okay, cool. Do you have my number? Because I could just text you. Okay, cool. Well, I'll tell you what. If you find my number or if you find me on WhatsApp, text me. All right, I'm gonna post this right here. Let me see. Did you get that? Let me see. Um, all right. So just text me, and that way I can send you. I can send you something, or just say, hey, check this out. Just do this. Blah 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 blah. Whatever it is, and yeah, like lick that shit, bro. This shit's nothing. And trust, man. I kind of know a thing or two about a thing or two. I should be dead. You know, as many powerful warlocks and covens have supposedly, I should be dead. You know, I should be dead, but I haven't decided. I guess my oversoul's like not yet, bro. My oversoul be mashing on them. They can't see me. It's like ting 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 ting. Like the Matrix when the bullets were all flying, and he's like, and they're just like. But that said, and just because, okay, I got you, brother. 773. I got you. Is that you, little young 773 area code? Just because I don't know, somebody could have just fucking took the number and been like, "Hey, it's me." Just you never know. It's public. It's YouTube. All right. Shit, I gotta. But yeah, definitely. I got you. Destiny Gallon. Oh, what's going on, Destiny? Galentine. Rhyming with Valentine. Miss, as in MRS. Hmm? And feel like Destiny is saying you can be the one to help me. Well, Destiny might not be lying. Yeah. So yeah, Lil Young, I got your shit. After I get off the live and stuff like that, I'm gonna text you, and then yeah, so that way we can get this thing going. We can get this thing going, man. What you got up, Miss Destiny Galentine? What you doing? Let's put you on the wall of fame. Let's see what you talking about. I see, I see. Okay. Well, I am here, so if you'd like a card too. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna get you out of this, bro. All right, you gonna get you out of this, but I'm gonna help you. You gonna do the heavy lifting. It's not even complicated either. Just you'll see for yourself though. Destiny. Oh, Destiny. Oh, hey, and if there's anybody on here that wants a psychic hors d'oeuvre, it's a one card pull. It's a message, a very brief message. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but it will be ministering to the depths of your soul. Go ahead and put a hand emoji in the chat, or we can do. Okay, I have a question. I need help with my. She is not like me. She is so not like me. Want to see if I can make things better with me and her boyfriend issues. Well, good news for you is boyfriends are, you know, just like a cold. You can catch one and then lose it whenever you want. No, I'm just fucking with you. I was gonna say, so do you have somebody, or are you just poorly guarded? No, I'm fucking with you again. Sorry, let's take it serious though. So, okay, first off, I can do the psychic hors d'oeuvre, which is just a one card pull. I don't know what the message is going to be for you. A lot of times we might be thinking it's going to come this way, and you know how it works. It comes from the other way. But if you have a specific, okay, so I'm right now you just presented me with like a gist of a question, but I'm still not sure what the question is exactly, specifically. You know what I'm talking about? And specific questions, we do this right here, sweetheart. Just to be fair, because others have went before, so it's like I mean, do you want a one card pool? That's free. Okay. Remember this, mama, because it's important. Because this also reflects how we think inside of our head, right? So it's just like if you go up to Google or if you go up to Chat GPT and Google are only as good as the person using it, right? And as far as like a search engine, it depends on the quality of the question, which is going to produce the results that you want, right? If you go looking, if you know that you're looking for a red 1979 Corvette with these kind of rims and this and that, but yet you go up to the Google search and you just put, show me a car. Like, you gonna get a fucking what? You know what I'm saying? And that's my little spiel that I give everybody. So I'm not just telling you that. All right. All right. What is the one card? So you know what you can do right now? Because I know you're up late. It's probably late where you're at. I don't know where you're at, but take a nice, deep, slow, relaxing breath. Make sure your legs and your arms ain't crossed. And I'm focusing on you. I'm focusing on you, Destiny. All right. 1, 2, 3. And what do we have? So it is. Can you see that? Yeah. It's the upside down caballero, the cowboy, the messenger. Hold on. These are usually brief, but sometimes, And you missed the part where I said these are going to be flashes of your future. All right. I have a very bad feeling that your boyfriend problems are about to get worse. Now, I don't know. I don't know if this is some third party thing, and I don't judge. This is a no judgment zone. I'm not judging. But I see this guy right here is a troublemaker, okay? And he's coming to kick up some shit. And being that he's in his like reversed energy, that's why I said I don't know if it's the boyfriend or I don't know, because a lot of times I don't know one client that usually doesn't present to me what they want me to see. Not like I'm not going to see through it, you know? And I'm not saying or accusing anything, but there is somebody who's going to be like, and this is going to be very soon. This is going to be, I think things are going to escalate to a head. All right? It's going to escalate to a head. Yes, physical violence of some kind, or, you know, maybe even psychological if it's not totally physical. You know what I'm saying? 1:11 a.m. Oh, shit. You just missed our cue, girl. And it's 11 on the fucking thing. Look. I'm saying, all right. So I don't know what the fuck is going on between y'all. I have my I have my nudges, okay, but we're not gonna go too far. I gave you your one card diagnostic, but I do feel like, and I'm telling you right now, maybe you know certain things that are gonna aggravate the situation. I would You're gonna have to rethink how we move from here, mommy. We're gonna have to, because things are gonna, things have the probability, okay, not the possibility, but the probability of getting quite buck, all right, quite fast, all right, because I also do feel like if it, I am not gonna lie, I'm tempted because I feel like this Jack of 11, the number 11 is one number made up of two ones. So in essence, and maybe he's like your boyfriend or whatever is like a Gemini or whatever, but I know that motherfucker got a temper. And I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't feel another male energy in the picture of some form, somehow. All right. But whoever I'm really picking up on here is like they can go from 1 to 100. But the bad part about it is they may even be able to do this in a way where they might call themselves having a little bit of patience. So I can like plot on you. I can take my time and not rush and make mistakes about doing whatever it is. But depending on how hot the temper runs, I know some people who the temperature shoots through the thermometer, but they keep that cool as a cucumber face, right? But they're burning inside. You know what I'm saying? But they also don't want to go sit down in jail over you. But at the same time, it's like, oh, you got to get this work though, because you just disrespect, or they feel like that, you know. So I've seen that, but then I've also seen people who they can't control themselves, and once the needle goes into the red, yeah, Louisiana, Louisiana, yeah. So whatever you're doing right now, and I'm not making any judgments, like I said, but you really need to be careful. Okay, you need to move carefully. Awareness, you know, because the temper that I felt, and I don't know whose shit I felt. Okay, good. That's cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, are you confident? Are you happy in a relationship? Why are you? Are you? I know things usually ain't black and white. All right. I know things usually ain't black and white. There's always gray area. But if you're not happy, you know, depending on the situation, if you're not happy, then I think we need to reassess some things. How bad is it? Because everybody has problems though at the same time too. So uh, sounds it. All right. Anybody else? If you'd like to present your golden god with a question, this is the way that we go about that. Shan, this is how we do it. Shan. Okay. If not, I will be taking my golden godly ass up out of here because there is something I need to do. When I get to yapping on here, I lose track of time. Just like with my readings, a lot of times, like 90% of the time I go over. I'm cool, not happy, just trying to get success. Okay. Now I'm always alone. Me and my daughter have three. Okay. Well, I wish you the best. Anybody else? Last call for alcohol. Anybody else want to get a full-fledged VIP session going on here about your particular issue, whatever that is? I don't know what it is. Is it money? Is it love? Finances? Relationships? And rarely ever, but it's health. Okay. No one ever comes to me about health shit, really. Ever. In 10 years, I've never had someone book a session with me because I've been having these health issues. Like, never. It may come up, you know, somewhere in there, but it's not the main reason. Well, if we're not, then I will peel myself out of here. Might be back tomorrow live again. Definitely way earlier. Way the fuck earlier. So we might pop up on sometime late afternoon, my time. Early evening, your time, depending on if you're East Coast, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if not, we gonna get the hell up out of here. We gonna raise up. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone who joined, who participated, who was chatted up. Everyone, even if you're a Lurkeisha and you just came to lurk, that's fine. Whatever. I'll deal with you later. But yeah.